Constantinople, the queen of cities, a medieval jewel. For over 1,000 years it shone brightly. Strategically bridging Europe and Asia, it was a coveted prize. Emperor Theodosius II knew the city needed protection. In the 5th century, he ordered legendary defenses. The walls of Theodosius rose, a feat of engineering. Stretching for miles, they protected the city, a symbol of Roman genius, built to last. For centuries, these walls stood firm. The city prospered behind them, a hub of trade and culture. These walls were deemed impregnable. But time changes everything, even the strongest stone. The world believed in their strength, but nothing lasts forever. These were not just simple walls. A sophisticated triple line of defense. First, a wide moat, a formidable obstacle. Beyond the moat lay the outer wall, 27 feet high. Archers and soldiers created a deadly killing ground. Then came the inner wall, the true heart of the defenses. 40 feet high, 16 feet thick with mighty towers. Nearly 100 towers, each a fortress. 60 feet tall, dominating the landscape. This was the ultimate barrier. A masterpiece of military architecture. The final stand against invaders. Many came to test these walls, Avars and Slavs in the 7th century. The walls held strong, the city untouched. Arab caliphates tried next with huge armies, but Constantinople endured, aided by Greek fire. Bulgars, Rus, and Crusaders followed. Only one succeeded in 1204 through treachery. The Theodosian walls proved their worth, a symbol of Byzantine resilience and divine protection. Generations lived knowing these ramparts kept them safe, invincible, eternal, a constant in a changing world. But no defense lasts forever. The city's spirit was tied to them. The walls were more than stone, they were the city's salvation. But time would test them again. The art of war evolves. New weapons emerge, new tactics are born. Stone walls ruled for centuries. But gunpowder, an invention from the East, changed everything. A simple mixture of chemicals with immense power. Early cannons were basic but packed a punch. Heavy iron or stone balls fired with force. Traditional siegecraft was obsolete. The walls of Theodosius were designed for a different war. Cannons could smash fortifications from afar. Constantinople's defenses faced their greatest challenge. The age of muscle and sinew was over. Gunpowder was the new force on the battlefield. The roar of a new age echoed. Stone walls felt the impact. The ultimate defense was now vulnerable. The battlefield was changing. The city had to adapt or fall. The ancient defenses were tested. The new age was relentless. The walls groaned under the pressure. The challenge was immense. The city braced for the storm. A vast Ottoman army appeared before the walls of Theodosius. Led by Sultan Mehmed II, young and determined, he dreamed of conquering Constantinople. His arsenal included giant cannons, the largest ever seen. The bombardment began, a relentless assault. The ground shook with each blast, centuries-old towers crumbled, the noise was terrifying, the impact immense. The defenders fought bravely. Emperor Constantine II led his men, Byzantines, Genoese, Venetians, a small force against a massive army. They worked tirelessly to repair breaches, but the cannons gave no rest. Hope was fading. The once mighty defenses groaned in agony. The city faced its darkest hour. The great cannons were decisive. They hammered the walls relentlessly. The Theodosian walls were designed for an earlier age. They could not withstand this new power. The Byzantine Empire was a shadow of its past. Small, poor, and depopulated. Emperor Constantine had 7,000 men against 80,000 Ottomans. The odds were impossible. Political isolation played its part. Constantinople pleaded for help, but little aid arrived. The city stood alone against a rising Ottoman Empire. The fall of Constantinople on May 29, 1453, was a turning point. It marked the end of the Roman Empire, the end of the Middle Ages, and the beginning of the Gunpowder Age. The walls of Theodosius, though breached, still stand today. A silent witness to an empire's fall. History's relentless march continues. The city's spirit endures. The legacy of the walls lives on.